Hello guys, today we're going to take a look at the episode Mystery Man. This is the first part of a two-parter. It aired on March 2nd, 1979. It's about 48 minutes long. It has 8.2 out of 10 on IMDb with about 100-ish user votes. It guest stars Victoria Carroll, who was in the Kentucky Fried Movie, and it's directed by Frank Orzati, who did stunt work on the Terminator movie. Alright, so there were kind of the Hulk series has done like big like two-part. I wouldn't technically two-parters, but like movie length episodic runs before. But this is the first one that they kind of made with TV in mind per se, or kind of within the TV kind of format to the point where they do it as a multiple parter. But basically, what happens in this one is David is hitchhiking, happens to hitchhike with a lady that's a little unstable. They get in a. This is early episodes, even in the pre. It's even in the. It's not. There's no real spoilers here. He gets in an accident and he loses his memory. But not only that, but he had suffered some face damage as well. Now it'll heal fine, I believe, but he has to wear bandages. And you know what helps him? Mr. Jack McGee, who's been chasing him for the whole series run, and this is definitely this and the two-parter are very important episodes to the series because before Jack McGee didn't really know much about him. He just knew about the monster, but he didn't know anything else. This two-parter like changes everything. It elevates that knowledge to another level. This is a very important two-parter. I definitely recommend seeing these two first off. If you're because this is very important. And they and I in the Hulk action there is some good Hulk action. I'm not gonna lie. I will say I don't think there's a bad guy. They do on their way traveling. They get into a plane crash and they're stranded in a forest area, so they have to travel and they kind of talk and get to know each other a little bit and that kind of thing. And yeah, um, uh, the first part is kind of that. The second part we'll get to in the next one, but it does a great job establishing everything, and you really feel that tension because a lot of times it always felt like Bruce was just like one mistake away of McGee finally catching him. And that's always been a big fear, and that's kind of always been the driving force for him moving. So something like this, there's just all kinds of intent. It's really good, and oh man, and yeah, you really get to know Jack McGee, and this is when he becomes a much more fleshed out character. Because before we had some tastes, some glimpses, and he became decently noticeable. But this is when he becomes more of a character, someone that you can become conflicted with. Because on one hand, I know I probably mentioned this before, and previous episodes probably hinted at it, but this is when you truly feel conflicted. Because on one hand, you're like, he works so fucking hard to catch this guy, and you just kind of want to see him finally prove everyone wrong. But if he does that, then David's fucked. So it's a conundrum, and that's kind of the joy of watching this is because you start to feel that. And after this in the second part, it's it they do kind of go back to it sometimes, but they kind of ride off the shift a bit for the rest of the series, I think. But there are other things that happen, but this is a very important. And the first part does a great job establishing everything, creating that camaraderie between the two and everything. It's just a really good episode, first part. But yeah, well, I'll say it before and I'll say it again. I definitely recommend seeing this in the second part. These two episodes are very important to this series. Now, are they necessarily the best of the series? I I say they're good. They're very, very good. But the upcoming episodes that come, they really escalate a lot of stuff. And these two are more of a character study with some decent Hulk, with some good Hulk action. But it's probably the most important, two most important, and it's still good. It's still really good episodes. So I definitely recommend these two. But yeah, that was the first part. I'll talk a bit more about the second part, and yeah, we'll talk about that next time. And yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Please subscribe and like the videos, and have a good day.